I want to finish up with the previews of some more fights that we're going to talk about that aren't in Las Vegas on that stacked Canelo Crawford September 13th card. And we're going to start off with another Irish prospect. Not the one we just talked about, Colin Walsh, but the one you've been talking about for quite some time. Paddy Donovan, rematch versus Lewis Crocker. This is going to be in Belfast, Northern Ireland. This is also on Saturday. This will be before the Canelo Crawford fight. And the first fight ended with a lot of controversy. Paddy Donovan, in my opinion, was cheated of a win. And the referee got involved. There was a punch after the bell. Crocker wasn't able to continue. Crocker won by disqualification. Now, fast forward, about 5 months later, we're getting the rematch. And this time, it's for the championship. It's for the welterweight IBF title. When they first faced off, Jaron Ennis was the champion. He has since vacated that belt and moved up to 154 pounds. So again, this one's for the title. What do you make of this rematch, Crocker versus Paddy Donovan?
Well, first of all, full disclosure, very dear friend of mine who's also one of the lawyers for my charity foundation that does everything pro bono to help us help people. Keith Sullivan is the manager, one of the manager. Him and Andy Lee, who's the trainer, tremendous trainer. He's been very successful as of late. His name has really been highlighted. Andy Lee is one of the top trainers with Robert Garcia and the rest of the top guys out there. Deservingly so. He's done an incredible job. Former fighter, Andy Lee, former world champion. And him and Keith co-managed Donovan. As I said, Andy is... he's the trainer. Keith is, like I said, a friend. So full disclosure of that, but it's got nothing to do with my pick. If I thought he comes up short in any areas, I'm going to tell you. Like I would for somebody I didn't know or know. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I say the truth, that I say what I believe, what my experience tells me, what my eyes tell me. I love Donovan in this rematch with Crocker. I think that he could do. I think he's a better overall fighter. I just think that Crocker's a tough guy, rugged guy. He can punch a bit. He's a guy that, again, kind of like I was talking about in Billy, he looks to take your will away from you. He looks to weigh you down, go to the body, bring that pressure, and he can hurt you. But his punches are a little slower, just a little wider. That makes a difference, a big difference. Paddy Donovan's punches, he's faster. I think his technique is a little purer, a little more sophisticated. He's got more options. He can box. He can control the outside, Donovan can. He can also box with you or fight with you on the inside. And at the end of the day, Crocker's going to have to get it done on the inside. And a lot of people say, well, he's got the edge maybe on the inside because Paddy Donovan's forte is to use his length to box, to use his legs a little bit and counterpunch on the outside, control that area, that geography, as I like to say, of the ring. But here's the key for me. It will wind up going inside. Donovan will look to counter Crocker coming in, make him pay a price to get close, use his faster hands, show that he's more sophisticated in those areas. But when it does come inside, I think that Donovan gets the better there too, because his punches are shorter, like I talked about earlier. Even though that is the wheelhouse of Crocker where he wants to be, but his punches are a little fatter. And when you got a guy throwing them a little shorter, they're going to get there more impactful, quicker, faster, more, like I said, more damaging. So at the end of the day, inside or outside, I don't see anywhere where Crocker comes up better. And then coming off of the last fight, I think Donovan will be more determined than ever. He feels that fight was stolen from him. And I agree with him. I happen to agree. Nothing to do with my friend being his manager. I agree. When I saw the fight, I said it. I said I thought it was very shady the way that the referee behaved. I like Donovan inside or outside. I think that his superior, not just his superior skills, but his superior technique and his just having more dimensions, just being more complete. I think that's going to be the difference. I think Donovan is going to wind up having his hand raised as a world champion.